Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As it's Ramadan, there's no better time to release my Revert story. This is something that I've been meaning to release for a while, to be honest. I grew up in an atheist household, didn't grow up with any faith, none of my parents are religious. As obviously I got into school, getting a bit older and stuff, you learn obviously about religions and stuff like that, but obviously again, nothing really sparked my interest. I wasn't really interested in it. I met my best friends in secondary school and also like first year of college, so been friends with them for roughly around 10 years now. Alhamdulillah for everything, honestly. Like, the journey's been a long one, but it's been so worth it. My best friends all come from a Pakistani background, and growing up with them you learn a lot about faith. Even growing up, I never really thought about life, and then when I moved off to uni away from my friends, alhamdulillah, I met 3 boys there. So like my 3 friends who I had in uni, every single one, alhamdulillah, so happened to be Muslim. And obviously at the time you think, oh yeah, just coincidence, but obviously it's Allah planning. As my boys started taking deen more seriously as well, that's when I started obviously taking it a bit more serious than I have previously. And then I was alone by myself in the library. I was listening to a podcast and it was about this guy. He's an entrepreneur, and it was about him taking the Shahada. And honestly, something just clicked in me like that. Like, something just clicked in me, and I was like, I want to start looking into Islam properly. I remember saying to my best friends, I was like, oh, I want to start looking into Islam. And they thought I was joking. They were like, oh, nah, you're joking. I was like, nah, I'm being deadly serious. I want to look into Islam properly. And then, yeah, like, I started looking into it from there. They started telling me a lot more stuff. They were telling me certain things and obviously letting me know. And bearing in mind, I didn't tell anyone about this. I was in a relationship at the time. I told the person about it, and they obviously didn't have a very good response. So, and then it got to a point rolling on, I was still looking into it on a sly one, basically. I didn't tell my family. I think it got to a point where, like, every time the person asked me, I'd just deny it. I was like, nah, I'm not looking into it. In terms of my family as well, I feel like I just couldn't speak to you, if you know what I mean, because I'm seeing all these stories about like reverts and their families abandoning them, and like their families pushing them away because of all this stuff. And then obviously because of that, I'm then thinking to myself, what if that happens to me? So then I'm looking into this in private, and astaghfirullah, there was one point where like I just tried to forget about Islam. Like, I tried to just stop looking into it. Astaghfirullah. And honestly, wallahi, I could not forget about it. Couldn't forget about it. Every time I'd try it, would be in the back of my mind all the time. Little things just consistently showing up, and then I'm like, I can't forget about it. So, and then looking into it again and again and again, and then that situation ended. I went on to by myself, and I was like, this is what I actually want to look into properly. Gave it until about a month after that, and then I took my Shahada in July 25th, 2023, alhamdulillah. And I've never looked back since. Wallahi, best decision I've ever made in my life. I would never ever trade anything for it. Alhamdulillah, honestly, I can't fault my family for how good they've been to me throughout my whole time, my whole journey. It's just been an amazing experience, and I wouldn't change anything. Honestly, I'd advise now any person who's seriously looking into deen, you're worried, you're having that thing that's stopping you from taking your Shahada, honestly, do it. Because all that is shaitan. He doesn't want you to be one of the blessed people that have been chosen by Allah. Just go ahead and do it, because you will never ever regret it. I'm telling you now, it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. I know this is a long video, and if you've made it to the end, honestly, jazakallah khair, may Allah bless you. I'm really appreciative of you watching this, because it means a lot to me. Thank you again, honestly, and tune into more of my videos. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.